Chapter 6 A Discovery. The usual I don't own Mega Man X or anything else by Capcom blah blah so on etc. After X, Zero and Axel returned to HQ, they went after their own separate things into the next mission. Zero of course went to the training room, but Axel went too soon to do whatever it was he did there. As for X, the first thing he did was went to visit Axel Alia because she had to be really worried about him. X knocked on the door and waited for her to answer. When she didn't answer, X thought this was odd and unlike her and tried to contact her with his calm. She again didn't answer. At this point, X started getting really worried. X focused his energy and broke through her door and went to her room, which looked like it had been ransacked. Alia! X called out. X looked around the room and saw a small glowing sphere sitting on her dresser where a picture of himself and Alia was also sitting. X grabbed the sphere and called Zero and Axel to meet him in the command room. Later, X, Zero, and Axel, along with Sickness, had assembled. X activated the sphere and an image of Goldfell appeared. Greetings, Maverick Hunters. If you are seeing this, then know this. I have kidnapped the hunter spider known as Alia. If our intelligence was correct, then she is very close to Maverick Hunter X. If you ever want to see her again, then come to the location given at the end of this message and come alone, X. The life of your precious girlfriend depends on this, Goldfell said. The image of him disappeared and a set of coordinates appeared. X, you can't do this. It's obviously a trap, Zero said. I have to. You heard what he said. If I don't, they'll kill her, X argued. I think X is right on this one, Sickness said. Besides, you guys won't have to sit on the sideline for very long, X said. You have a plan then? Axel asked. X smiled and nodded. The Eternal Clip Point 009 DGX. X appeared and looked around. It was dark and very stormy. The lightning was violent enough to rip the mountainside apart. I'm here, Goldfell. Show yourself, X demanded right in the X-Buster. Welcome, Mega Man, came Goldfell's voice. Goldfell, along with the rest of the H-Hunters, appeared with a bound and gagged alien in front of them. Let her go, X demanded. We'll let her go soon enough, but first we want to play a game, Silvergun said. Watch this, little girl, Pink Seductress said with a slight smile as she approached X. Ayla tried her best to yell and scream at her, but the good girl mouth only made it sound like loud moans and grunts. What do you want? X asked. What I always want, Pink Seductress said. She looked at X directly in the eyes and started to feel funny. You see, this is my new spy special power. It allows me to make any man, or even on an occasion a woman, I want into my personal slave. Pink Seductress taunted. The spell finished and X got on his knees in an obedient fashion. Pink Seductress placed her right hand on X's chin, forcing him to stand, leaned in and started kissing X, and more than a friendly manner enraged in Alia. All of a sudden, Pink Seductress felt suddenly stabbed through her stomach. You sly devil, Pink Seductress said weakly. X jumped back and fired a fully charged blast at her, destroying her. That's when numerous things happened. Zero appeared out of nowhere and sliced Alia free of her bonds, while Axel gave him cover fire from the shadows with his Gatling gun. The H-Hunters scattered as the hunters grouped up. Well played, X, Axel said. The hunters then focused their attention on the 7 remaining H-Hunters. Tell us, who made you and why are you always attacking us? Zero asked. You think it's that easy, Maverick Hunter? Think again, Goldfell said. He then looked at Blue Samurai, White Runner, and Green Boxer. You three handle this, Goldfell said as he, Red Blade, Black Sniper, and Silver Gallon teleported out. Are you ready, hunters? Blue Samurai asked. White Runner ran at the hunters with such speed he seemed to vanish. Seconds later, something seemingly invisible followed by a white trail knocked X, Zero, and Axel to the ground. Before the hunters could recover, Green Boxer punched the ground, sending shockwaves followed by a long stream of light at the hunters, which sent them flying to the mountain wall. The 3 hunters finally got back to their feet and faced the 3 H-Hunters. It was then that Samurai's sword started to glow red as he launched 3 powerful red-bring waves at the hunter trio. They barely avoided the attack and watched as the beams cut through the mountain like it was hot butter. The H-Hunters grouped out and put their weapons together. That's new, Zero said. X readied his buster and took aim, preparing to fire the Nova Burst. The H-Hunters fired their weapon, which sent a long giant beam of energy at the hunters. X fired the Nova Burst, which sent him sprawling to the ground, totally stunned. Zero and Axel with Ayla ran to X's side as the 2 attacks collided, causing a giant explosion which started to collapse the mountain. Whoa, let's get out of here, Axel said. The H-Hunters annoyed teleported out. Zero and Axel left the incapacitated X and the group teleported out as well. Maverick Hunter headquarters, med facility. Be more careful find that thing for now on X, had her order released in the last lecture. X, Zero, Axel, and Alien all had to go get repairs, and X was the last one to be looked at since his nova burst incapacitated him, meaning he needed more time to rest. You know, we seem to be spending more and more time in here, Zero said, a little aggravated. Yeah, if we keep this up, we'll be taking a permanent rest in this scrap heap, Axel said. What I want to know is how they knew to attack Alien to get to me, X said, breaking the mood, getting Hunters back on track. Well, when the guy who got kidnapped me, he said something about his master, Elliot said. X nodded like he had an idea. We need to figure out who made the agent hunters and who their master is, X said. I agree. We only got lucky against them this time, Sear said. So what do we do? Axel asked. For now, let's rest. We're tired when you were sloppy out there, Sear said. X for once agreed with the idea of rest. That night, Sear dreamed about his past again, and in the dream this time he saw a location. A location that Sear knew well that he wanted to keep it out of his memory. The following morning, Sear called X and Axel and summoned them in his room. I know the first way we should start an investigation, Sear said. X looked at Sear curiously. X had known Sear for too many years. He knew something must have happened. Axel, could you leave us for a second? X asked of the teenage hunter. Axel was a little disappointed, but left. Sear, what's going on? I've known you for too long, X said. I had a dream about my past again, and for some reason, the location seems like the best place to start, Sear said. You sure that's a good idea? You may learn something about yourself you never wanted to know, X said. I know, X, but we don't have much of a choice, Sear said. X placed a hand on Sear's shoulder. You ready for this then? X asked. Yes, but X, I think we should leave Axel behind. I want this to be just me and you, Sear said. You haven't even told Cygnus, have you? X asked. Sear just shook his head. I understand, X said. You know as well as I do that by doing this we're putting our careers as hunters on the line. Going on an unofficial mission without HQ consent, Sear said. Oh, too well, Zero. You're my best friend, though. I can't let you do this alone, X said. With that, X and Sear teleported to the location that Sear had given. It was then that for the first time X and Sear felt truly alone. Point W Skull Fortress. The two looked at around at the intact, but dumb remains from so long ago. This is where it all started for me, Sear said bitterly. You ready to do some exploring? X exaggerated his bluster. Never been readier, Sear said, drawing the sea saber. The two entered the fortress and looked around. The hall was totally empty aside from the debris and research equipment that littered the floor. This is kind of creepy, X said, looking around the ruined fortress. We should split up, X, cover more ground, Sear suggested. X nodded, agreeing with his best friend. X took off running down the corridor as Sear searched the rooms of the current hallway. Sear came across a room housing a giant computer. What have we here? Sear questioned as he worked to get it operational. After a little bit of work, the main computer screen lit up. It was the one that housed all the research notes. He searched through the files and found one that interested him. He opened it and read in disbelief. File number 495859549. I've done it. My two greatest creations are finished. I will name these creations Zero and Violet. Zero, however, is my prize. I have programmed him with the files that will allow him to destroy anything. Man or machine, his main instincts will be infect, survive, and destroy. Violet, however, she has a certain use. Her use, however, will die with me. I created Zero to be a destroyer, and with him I shall see the fall of my nemesis and the annoying Mega Man. After dealing with him and Protoman and Trader Base, he will destroy the last creation we'll ever make. The emotion-feeling android Mega Man X. Zero just stood there with his mouth open. He had a sister and he was truly supposed to kill his best friend X. No, none of this makes any sense, Zero said. He regained his composure and he opened another file. File number 495859550. Zero woke on his own and broke free from his stasis capsule, and sadly he is beyond even my control. As I typed this, Zero is loose, killing all my creations and destroying my lab. And I am next, I'm sure. This will be the last entry I will ever make, and I want everyone to know that Zero was a complete success. Wiley. Zero sighed as he absorbed all of this and plugged himself into the computer and downloaded all the files when his comm went off. Zero here, he answered. Zero, I think you should come see this, came X's voice. Zero broke calm and headed for X's location. When he arrived, X was standing in a big room with 2 capsules. One was broken and destroyed, and the other still had a Reploid in it. Who was this, Zero? Asked curiously. That, X, is my sister, Violet, Zero replied. Here is chapter 6. Sorry for taking so long, but when you have a 2-year-old to watch, writing time can get very wrong. So I'm trying to, so R&R like always. Reviewers, Alien Light, Guardian X, and Raykarma Blaze X's. Thanks for your support thus far, guys.